everyone. Today I'm going to do a tag video, and this is going to be the Shoe-Aholic tag. I found this from Blair. Yeah, it was Blair, Juicy Star 07. She did this one a couple weeks ago, and I love shoes, so I thought this one would be perfect for me to do. So I've got the list of questions right here, so let's get to them. First question is heels or flats? I guess it depends on what your definition of heel is. Like, to me, flats are like tennis shoes and like ballerina flats. If that's the way you categorize them, then I would say heels. Even though I don't wear like high heels all the time, I tend to wear shoes like boots. Sometimes that have a little bit of a heel, not a huge heel, but a little bit of a heel. So I guess technically it would be heels. Question 2 is, what are your go-to shoes? This time of year, now that it's getting colder, I love wearing boots, and one of my favorite pairs that I wear all the time are these. And these are a combination of biker boot and riding boot. They're tall like a riding boot, but they look like biker boots. And they're faux leather, and they have the buckle detail, and then they zip on the inside just to give you some room when you're putting them on. And I got these from, I think, Wet Seal. So they're fairly inexpensive, because I know I got them on clearance, but they are so easy to wear and comfortable. I did put insoles in them just to give a little more cushion in the heel area, because it's got this hard heel, which sometimes can be a little painful on the heel of my foot. But otherwise, they're extremely comfortable, and I wear these all the time. During the summer and spring when it's warmer, I prefer to wear sandals, and I wore these all summer. I love these, and these are so comfortable too. They're just gladiator sandals with they go up the ankle, and then they've got this detailing along the front. And I got these from Marshall's. They're not any recognizable brand like Steve Madden or something. They're city classified, but I wore these all the time during the summer. Let's see. What is your favorite shoe trend at the moment? I think my favorite is the high heel Oxfords and the high heeled loafers. Like the penny loafers. I love those. I've yet to find, I really want a pair of either one or both. Probably leaning more towards the loafers, the high heeled loafers, but I like the Oxfords too. But yeah, I think those are my favorite right now. What is your least favorite shoe trend? Uggs. Uggs. Ugh, I think they're hideous looking. Especially right now, they just came out with some that are covered in sequins. Ugh, goodness, I do not like them at all. Now, Uggs as a brand, they make other shoes, really cute shoes, that aren't the ones that you see, you know, like preteen girls running around the mall wearing. The fuzzy ones that go up like partway up the calf, like your traditional Uggs. I can't stand those. But Uggs as a brand, they do make some cute shoes, but you don't see them that often. It's the stereotypical Ugg boot that you see all the time that I cannot stand, and you will never, ever, ever see me wearing a pair of them. What is your most expensive shoe? You know, I'm not entirely sure. I have a pair of brown riding boots that I bought a couple years ago at a department store, and I think I paid like $80 or $90 for them. It could have been more than $100. My guess is those are probably the most expensive shoes I've ever purchased. I'm quite picky when it comes to how much I spend on a certain type of shoe. Like, I'm willing to spend more for things like boots and some tennis shoes, like athletic shoes for working out, because I know that they're gonna last longer. But like the trendier type shoes, Like the Gladiator sandals and stuff, I don't spend nearly as much. Let's see. What is your most wanted pair? Either a black or nude pair of Christian Louboutin pumps. Oh my goodness. They are classic shoes and they will go with everything. I have black pumps and I have nude pumps. And both of those I think came from Charlotte Russe. And they are comfy, but I know that they're not made with the same level of detail that I know the Louboutins are made. I know you're probably thinking, why would you spend, you know, $400 or $500 on a pair of shoes? Because they're classic, they'll never go out of style, and they go with everything. So they're definitely a good investment. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to afford a pair of them. Until then, I will be sticking with my Charlotte Russe pumps. So, what is your most embarrassing shoe story? Now this one and the next question is pick a shoe and share a story. I'm actually going to combine those two because I don't have a true embarrassing shoe story like me falling down or breaking a heel or something, but I do have an interesting story which is funny. It's not really embarrassing, it was funny. So I think I'm going to combine the embarrassing shoe story and then pick a shoe and share a story together. And the story is based around the shoes that are in this bag. And I love this bag too. I had a friend make this for me. I think it's like a Secret Santa gift or something. But she embroidered it and I said, there's a heart, love. And she put cowboy boots, but they're supposed to be just shoes. And then, and Mickey Mouse, Disney. So, but in this bag are these shoes here, which these were my wedding shoes. And this is the story behind these. I got these at Payless. These are from their Unforgettable Memories collection, the special occasion shoes where they can be dyed different colors. And I didn't want to wear white or ivory shoes because I wanted to be able to wear them again. That, and I was wanting like a pop of color with my wedding ensemble. So my wedding colors were based on colors in the peacock feather, so blues, like a jewel tone blues and teals and turquoise and stuff. So I got these shoes and had them dyed this teal color because it went with my wedding colors. Problem is that I got married in Florida in December, which usually in December it's not really, really warm. The average high is in the 70s. Humidity is fairly low, but the day of our wedding it was warm and somewhat humid because it had rained the day before. So I was not necessarily prepared for how warm it was going to be. So my feet, within a couple hours of being all dressed up in my dress and then the shoes and stuff, my feet sweated, and it caused the dye in the shoes to rub off. So when I got undressed later, out of my wedding dress and my shoes, the bottom of my feet were this color. And you can see in the shoes where the dye, it bled because it's a different color now. And it's along the edges too. So, kind of funny. Not super embarrassing because nobody really knew unless I told them because it was on the undersides of my feet so you couldn't see it. But I did end up mentioning it to like my mom and stuff, and of course Chauncey, because when we go take a shower later I had to scrub the bottom of my feet, which was interesting because I'm very ticklish on my feet, so trying to scrub the turquoise dye off the bottom of my feet while laughing because it was ticklish was interesting. So that's my shoe story. Not super embarrassing, but funny, and one of those stories that, you know, I'll be able to tell for years when people are like, oh, you got any fun stories about your wedding? I'm like, yeah, my shoes turned my feet turquoise. So, anyway, let's see. How many pairs of shoes do you own? I counted them just to check. The number is 65, and that includes flip-flops, boots, tennis shoes, even like the cheap flip-flops from Old Navy. If you took out, like, I've got several pairs of like cheap flip-flops, like from places like Old Navy and Walmart and stuff. If you got rid of those, the number would probably be a little lower. But I include every single pair of shoes that I own, and it came to $65, which I don't know if that's a big number or not for the average American woman. I know probably compared to some celebrities that number is fairly small, but I do have a lot of shoes. I love shoes because they always fit regardless of what size clothing you wear, because your feet don't really change size a whole lot, which is nice because I can go in and buy a pair of shoes and I know what size to grab. I don't have to worry about it. But anyway, whatever. When was the first time you wore heels? Probably in high school. I went to probably my freshman year of high school. Because I know I went to, maybe it was sophomore year. Was it freshman or sophomore year of high school? Because I went to my first prom as a sophomore, and I know I wore heels then. And I know definitely by my junior year I was wearing heels. Not regularly, but I did own some and I did wear some. But yeah, probably not till freshman or sophomore year of high school that I started wearing heels. How much do you spend on shoes? Like I said, it depends. I'll spend a little more for shoes that I know I'm going to wear a lot and I want them to last. Especially classic shoes like riding boots and stuff. Again, for like the trendier type shoes, I won't spend as much just because I know it's a trend. It's not going to be around for forever. Why spend a lot of money on a pair of shoes that aren't going to be in style in a year or two? Probably on average, I probably spend $30 or $40 on a pair of shoes. Again, it depends on what they are, and also depends on where I buy them. Which brings us to our next question: where are your favorite places to buy shoes? My first choice would be Von Maur. They're a department store. It's kind of higher end. They're in between like your JCPenney and Macy's and like your Nordstrom type stores. They're kind of in the middle, but they're closer to the Nordstrom. They're not all over the place. If you go online, you can see where their locations are. But they do have a very good shoe department. They carry a lot of brands, and they also have a very good shoe clearance area. They have like the typical room that you see in a lot of department stores where they have the clearance shoes. And you can go in there and they've got them all separated by size. And they usually have a lot of shoes in there. If you catch them at the right time of the month, even the clearance shoes can be marked down once, twice, maybe even 3 times. Just depending on how long the shoe's been sitting around and how badly they want to get rid of it. So I've been able to find some really good bargains on some more expensive shoes. I've got Coach, Steve Madden, those types of brands that normally are a bit more expensive, but in the clearance room at Von Maur, and got some good deals. Otherwise, I'll buy shoes. I like Charlotte Russe. I've got a couple pairs of Forever 21, but their sizing is a little iffy. It's not very consistent. I know Charlotte Russe tends to be a bit more consistent. I know I can grab a 7 or 7.5 depending on the style, and it'll more than likely fit. So yeah, that's where I tend to buy my shoes. Do you have a pair of shoes you regret purchasing? Yes, and I don't have them anymore because that's how badly I did not like them. I returned them. I bought, before we left for our wedding 2 years ago, I went and bought 2 pairs of Crocs. And I have Croc flip-flops, and I like those, but I wanted something not flip-flop style, something more of a closed toe. So I bought a pair of, they were just like slip-on, like ballerina type shoes, and then I bought a pair that had that almost looked like a ballerina, except the back, the heel wasn't closed off. It just had like a strap. So it was almost like a slingback, but it was a flat slingback. The ballerina ones, I had blisters within an hour of wearing them, which really surprised me. Crocs are usually so comfortable, but I don't know if I got the right size, or if it was just the style of shoe versus the shape of my foot. They just did not go well together, but they were so painful. So I ended up having to switch to the other pair of Crocs, and I ended up buying a pair of flip-flops. We were in Florida too, so I had more than one pair of shoes to wear, but they hurt. So I returned those as soon as we got back from Florida. So yes, I definitely regret buying those, and I will, next time I go buy a pair of Crocs, I will try them on and walk around the store for like 30 minutes or something. So I don't know. Let's see. Show your favorite pair of shoes. That was really hard. This one's really hard. It's like picking your favorite child. If I had a child, I'd probably have trouble picking one. My first instinct was to go with the black boots that you guys saw earlier, because I do wear those all the time. But I didn't want to be too repetitive. So my other favorite pair of shoes are these. My very top-siders, the boat shoes. I love these. They're casual, but with the right kind of outfit, you can dress them up somewhat. But they're so comfortable. These are going with me when I go on vacation next. Because I'll be doing a lot of walking, and I know that my feet will not hurt after wearing these all day. But I love these shoes, and I wear these almost as much as I wear the black boots. They're good for pretty much all time of year. Obviously, I probably won't be wearing these once it starts snowing, but I will wear these until the weather dictates otherwise. So that is the last question on this tag, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to do a video response if you like, or just comment below. If you can't or don't want to do a video, you can certainly leave a comment answering the same questions. I will put the questions in the description box below, so you have the questions for yourself. Pardon me. So, as you can see, I love shoes. Just like any good, red-blooded American female, not even American female, just any woman that, loves shoes. You know how it goes. It's a sisterhood that, once you're part of, the addiction is hard to get rid of. But that's okay. So I will talk to you guys later, and you guys have a fabulous week. Alright? Bye.